When we met with Marvel to talk about our plans, the first thing we said was, I remember, it was, we don't want to bring the Fantastic Four to the Contest of Champions because to us, they've already been there. They're just missing. It's basically a 1.5-year event that we're going to start in January now that reveals where is the Fantastic Four, where have they been all this time, and why they're being disappearing, and how to bring them back. People that's been to New York Comic Con this year, some of them got this print that we made with the original 12 characters, and there's 4 silhouettes in the back. The more observant of the fans will see that who I'm talking about, who are the 4 characters that are missing from the 12, and they are the Fantastic Four. When the collector came back to the Battle Realm with the Maestro to start a new Contest of Champions, he brought with him 12 champions from different realities. The Fantastic Four, led by Reed Richards, managed to rebel and escape. Reed Richards made a machine to try and break the Battle Realm with the help of the Silver Surfer, but the Maestro found out and he basically punched the multiverse and separated them into 4 different dimensions. And the Silver Surfer got punished by being sent to the beginning of time. So in the trailer, you see the Silver Surfer making his way back. He basically uses his powers to fly through every single moment of the contest, looking for the Fantastic Four, so they can try and escape and free all the champions of the contest. So all the pieces are falling together with the trailer, with the cutscenes, and now with the January event, where the Silver Surfer, with the help of Night Thrasher, they find the first of the members of the Fantastic Four, which is the Thing.
For Thing's design, we actually wanted him to have both defensive and offensive capabilities. He's got some great natural defensive skills he's going to build up over time, but then on the flip side, players can actually sort of sacrifice those defenses to increase his offensive capabilities. Over time, as he blocks and as he gets struck, he's going to build up what we're calling rock charges. These charges will naturally increase both his physical energy resistance, and then eventually, if he gets enough of them, when he gets struck, he'll go unstoppable, which is really sweet for a defensive character. But players can also choose to spend some of those stacks to give him additional attack and then also add bonus effects to special attacks. The trade-off is kind of, do I want these stacks to stay on and increase his defenses, or do I want to spend them and give him increased offensive abilities?
It's not only the 4 members, there's also the villains that we want to introduce. Diablo was an odd choice. Basically, we want to add a mystic Fantastic Four villain to the game. He's a very typical hand-rubbing character, you know, like the villain with the mustache and stuff. So I thought it would be interesting to try and do a twist on that character with the potions and the alchemy and stuff like that. I think we pulled it off.
Diablo is a master alchemist first and foremost, and we really wanted to capture that in his design. He has 4 primary concoctions that he can brew, one that lets him heal his wounds, one that lets him nullify his opponent's effects, and a couple others that are more combat and damage focused. Diablo is designed from the ground up to be a quest focused champion, and it's really up to the player to decide when's the right time to use a concoction and which concoction is the right one to use against each particular fight that might be coming along in a quest.
Of course, we're going to find the other members of the Fantastic Four and where they are and what kind of villains they're going to be fighting against. So the Thing will be now, and then during this year, we're going to drop the other ones, but it's going to be spaced out because you have to go through the story and see what each one of them are and what kind of villains, classic villains and interesting characters we're going to meet along with the Fantastic Four. We never thought of a Contest of Champions without the Fantastic Four. So it means a lot that we finally can materialize them into the game. Especially now, you know, with the passing of Stan Lee, and everything that you love about the Fantastic Four has been there since the beginning. It's such a great, family of characters. I want to do a homage to Stan Lee and also Jack Kirby, you know, 2 guys that brought the greatest comic book magazine to life and changed comics forever. And I think the Fantastic Four is something special, and Marvel knows about it. So we want to do justice to those characters. So, you know, somewhere Stan Lee and Jack Kirby can be proud of us, you know, and our little contribution to the Marvel Universe through the Fantastic Four and the story we want to tell.